Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope your day's going fantastic. Thanks so much for joining me. Well, it's release day over at Papertrey Ink, and I'm so excited I get to share with you the brand new products that Papertrey Ink has in their August 2025 release. It's a fabulous release and it's very big. It has everything fall, everything Halloween, and so much goodness in it. Went through everything. I did some stamping, stenciling, die cutting, lots of die cutting. I did foiling, I did faux stitching, and I went to town and I can't wait to share with you little snippets of each item that I created with each of the sets that I'm going to show you today. So let's jump in and get started. First off, we're going to go over our stamp sets. First up, there is a 3x4 stamp set along with a coordinating die set. I love that there's a coordinating die set because you could pop all of these up. So for every greeting, there is a sentiment die that will cut it out. There's 8 cutting dies in total, and this is called Fabulous Sentiments. And I went ahead and stamped just a couple and die cut out a few for you just to see how they die cut out. But that is brand new. We have another Sentiments stamp set. This is the This Is Big Sentiments Fall Harvest. You get one 4x6 stamp set, and then there's also a coordinating die set with 2 cutting dies that will cut out the Fall Harvest in the scripty font and the Fall Harvest in the block letter. I have to say both of these have a little distressed look to them, so when you stamp them, don't think that your stamping was missed. It's meant to look distressed. I die cut mine out with some brown ink here for Fall Harvest, and then I also did it with a dark orange ink, and those are brand new to the shop. We have another sentiment stamp set that's great for Halloween, and it has all these cute little sentiments that you can put on the inside of your card or on the outside, either way, but some very cute sentiments. For example, I stamped Bibbidi Bobbidi, Candy Corn Cheer, Sending Some Magic to Someone Dear. So I think they all rhyme, and they're just adorable. This is the Just a Little Magic Sentiments 4x6 stamp set. There's not a coordinating die set, but if you stamp it on the inside of the card, you wouldn't need it. But they're super sweet and super cute greetings. Okay, we have a reflection stamp set. Every month, Papertrey Ink comes out with a reflection stamp set, and I just love that. This month, the verse is John 6:35, and they've been doing is creating a coordinating die that will actually cut out the verse, so you could actually pop it up. I heat embossed on orange cardstock with white, and then I popped it up on my panel. And my panel is actually the reflections for this month's die set also. I'll show you that in just a minute. That's with the dies pile. But that is brand new to the shop. It's a beautiful verse too. Next up, we have a 4x6 stamp set called So Tweet, and this is a special stamp and die set. The stamp set alone has a layering element. So for example, you cut this out and then you would stamp your layering, these 2 layering elements, and they're indexed so you know what to stamp, okay, on here. And then this is a layering element too. You can see it lines up here that you would layer over your bird for dimension, which is so nice. So you could do that. But there's also another bird in here that is all die cuts. There's no stamping involved. It's just purely die cut, and that's these pieces here, down here on the bottom. Okay, and it creates just a slightly smaller bird. So neat. The nice thing about the stamp set too is you get 2 greetings, and then you get the dies that will cut those out. Let me show you the birds. They're so pretty. This is the bird that I stamped. You can see how it's popped up. You can see the greeting when you cut it out. It's nice and detailed. But this is the bird that's just die cuts. No stamping, is just die cutting. How fun is that? So it is slightly smaller. So this one's made with all die cuts in this set, and then this one's made with die cuts and stamping. So much fun. So this is the So Tweet 4x6 stamp set. Okay, next up we have a larger stamp set. This is actually two 4x6 stamp sets put together in this set. Okay, so you get two 4x6 stamps. There's 27 dies. The dies are special because it actually creates a barn door. So much fun. I love that Papertrey Ink does this. The stamps in here are simple layering, and they are all indexed. For example, this pumpkin is 2A, this pumpkin's 2B, and then the pumpkin trunk or the stem of the pumpkin is 2Z. So it's very simple layering. It's a super cute stamp set. Let me show you what it creates. Now, I just created one barn door, but isn't that barn door so cute? It has candles, it has spider webs, it has skeletons, it has several different pumpkins, it has a little haystack, it has a witch's hat, there's a broom in here, there's even a bucket that you could fill with pumpkins. Sky's the limit with this. There's even a little witch's hat that the skeleton can be wearing. So, and if you wanted to double up, put this on a square card and double up your doors, I think that would just be adorable, and you can actually open them up if you wanted to. I just did one door today. So this is called the Spooky Delights. Again, there's two 4x6 stamp sets, and then there's 27 cutting dies. I do want to mention too, I didn't mention it during the beginning, but Papertrey Ink's dies now are all separated. So there's no little pokies. They're separated for you, which is pretty fabulous. I just love that. So let's move along to our next item. Now this stamp set is called Fall Blessings, and this is another larger stamp set with the two 4x6 stamps in it. This creates a beautiful, like a fall wreath or fall elements that you could build upon. Okay, there are two banners, and then there's greetings that will cut out that you can layer on the banners or just use the greetings on their own. There's dies for both. So you have two banners and then dies that will cut out the greetings too. All the foliage in here is just lovely. You get leaves. There's some little berry branches. There's even a little squirrel in here. There's apples. And then there's fall leaves. And there's even acorns. I said apples, but no apples in this one. But there's fall leaves in here too. The squirrel is just adorable. And then the nice thing is you do get a specialty die in this die set. So the images are layering. They'll cut out all of the images in here. And then look how pretty this wreath is. So you can put the banner underneath or on top and then fill it with foliage. It's just really pretty. I'm going to show you what I created. I stamped a pumpkin, and then I put 3 of those wreaths together and then popped up my thankful and tucked some leaves in there and some fall leaves. My pumpkin is kind of off-centered, but that's what I created with the Fall Blessings, and that's all the stamps that we have today. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side, and then I'm going to share with you the dies. And this is the Reflections John 6 die set. Papertrey Ink always comes out with a set that goes with the Reflection stamp set, and this one creates some really pretty dotted detail edged panels. Look how pretty these are. And that is new. This die set has 6 cutting dies. It's called Perfectly Potted. And it is so cute. Look at this. How cute is that? I added some gems to it. But just this on a simple card for every day, like a get well card, is a fabulous. This doesn't have any flowers in it, but if you have a flower die and want to add it to the pot, I think it's the perfect size. So this is brand new. It's called the Perfectly Potted die set. Next up we have a cover plate die. It is beautiful. It's called Lush Foliage. I love dies like this because it creates pretty fabulous backgrounds. It covers an A2 panel with a thin framed border, and look how pretty that is. What a stunner. I think this is such a beautiful cover plate die. So that is brand new to the shop. Papertrey Ink has another corner die set, perfect for the coming autumn season. This is called Cornered Pumpkin. Okay, you could put each of these in the corners, okay, but right side up they look really pretty on the bottom of a card. How pretty are those, huh? So neat. I always say these make great stationery sets. So that's new. Along with the corner die, there's a new Elegant Edges. This one is called Pumpkin. This one cuts out a real pretty pumpkin element, and then it'll cut out the bottom area or the top area or both. So if you want to put a cardstock behind it, you could use this die to cut it out and place it right behind this piece here. This will cut out this beautiful element. How gorgeous. Now I put the top and the bottom die on here, so it created kind of like a band. But if you left those out, this will just die cut out in my cardstock, my yellow cardstock. I actually die cut this out with yellow cardstock and did a little ink blending with it. But isn't that so pretty? This is the Elegant Edges Pumpkin die set. There's 3 dies in here. Next up, there's a little cookie die set that's perfect for Halloween. Okay, this one is meant to coordinate with Papertrey Ink's Cookie Swap die. So the Cookie Swap die has a cookie sheet, and then it also has the cookies that had a few Christmas cookies in there. So this one's kind of an add-on to that set. Perfect for the holiday season. It creates little pumpkin cookies, spider webs, little ghosts, a little witch's hat, little candy corn. Just adorable. I mean, who doesn't love a cookie? So that is brand new, and I don't know the name of this, but it's brand new to the shop. Okay, we have a pumpkin die set. This is the tall pumpkin slices. Okay, this creates a really fun designed pumpkin. So if you want to do a striped pumpkin, you can cut out each of the slices and alternate colors. So neat. There is a little pumpkin face and a pumpkin trunk or a stem. So cute. There's 4 cutting dies in here total. Okay, and then this is what I created with it. So you can see you can mix and match the stripes. Okay, but what's neat about this die set is there's an add-on. There's a stitch. This is the tall pumpkin slices stitched. Okay, this has little holes in it where you could do stitching. Okay, and you could layer it on the base here. Okay, so this one doesn't have stitches. This is the add-on that does have stitching. Let me show you. So you could actually stitch the pumpkin. I didn't stitch, I did faux stitching on it, but just so you could see the effect of it. Isn't that so cute? This would be so cute with some pumpkin bread as a little tag. I just love this. Okay, so this die set will cut out the die cut pumpkin, and then this is the add-on that will cut out the stitch detail. So that is brand new. Following the same concept as the tall pumpkin, these are the pumpkin slices die set. There's 4 cutting dies in here, and it'll create this size of a pumpkin. It looks like it creates a larger pumpkin, but again, these are the slices, okay? And then there's one that will cut out the stitch detail too as an add-on, okay? So I created this cute little pumpkin. This time I did add the little face so you can see how cute that is. You can see it coordinates perfectly there, and the stripes are just adorable. I love them. Okay, and then there's the stitched pumpkin. I actually die cut out some felt and layered it on there, and so that is the pumpkin slices stitched die. Next up, we have another die set that's so much fun because you can create to your heart's content as big a bouquet as you want inside this cute little boot. This is one of those die sets too that the boot's great for spring. If you want to, minus the pumpkin, of course, and the sunflowers. But look how cute this is. I mean, you could fill it to your heart's content, but that boot's just adorable. Make a couple of boots side by side would be really cute too. Those flowers are layering, which are so nice. This is the Into the Blooms Fall Boot cutting die. and that's brand new to the shop. There's a brand new Love to Layer die set here. This is the 3-piece layering die set, and it has a beautiful edge on it. There's some lines and some dotted detail. So pretty. And it's on all 3 of them, and the gradient goes from largest to smallest. Let me see if I can zoom in so you can see that edge. This is the Love to Layer Elegant Points die set. Super pretty. Okay, we have another die set. This one is crystal clear. That's the name of it. It's crystal clear. There's 13 cutting dies in here. There's so many elements in here that you could fill with the crystal ball. And there's a ghost. There are bubbles. There's a cauldron. There's a pumpkin. There's even an accent. If you want to make a shaker, you could do that. There's little bubbles in here and little extra pieces. I put the cauldron in here. This is great for the scratch off sentiments too. If you wanted to layer this one over the top, you can do a scratch off. How fun is that? So it's crystal clear. It's brand new to the shop. Okay, and then finally we have a die set that is part of the matte stack. Okay, a matte stack is like a series that's like an inclusive set. And this matte stack, it's called Happy Halloween. There's 5 dies in here. 3 of them are layering panels. One of them is like a framed panel that will line up with the middle of this set here. And then there's a greeting that says Happy Halloween. And then there's 4 stencils. The stencils in here are really neat. One of them has polka dots. One of them has moons. This one has the boo. I mean, it's perfect for Halloween. And then this boo is nice too because it's landscape style. So you have one that's portrait, one that's landscape. Okay, there's 4 stencils in total, 5 dies, and it's like a little kit in its own. This is the matte stack Happy Halloween. I went ahead and die cut out my panel, my largest panel, and then stenciled with black ink my boo. And then with the second largest panel, I layered that frame. It layers perfectly on that second layer. And then I die cut out my Happy Halloween. Ink blended the bottom here. I put it on acetate because it is a very delicate Happy Halloween. And then I think if you were to layer it together, I think you have an instant card. How fun is that? So that is the matte stack that's brand new to the shop. I have a couple more things to share with you. We have a brand new stencil. This is the Wandering Petals stencil collection. It's a 2-piece stencil set, and it creates this beautiful foliage. I went ahead and inked my leaf portion with 2 different shades of green, and then with the floral portion I did it with a brown and an orange for the fall season. So pretty. This is the Wandering Petals stencil collection. And then lastly, there's a brand new hot foil plate. This is the Wandering Petals hot foil plate. So nice. It's the same design as the stencil, but look how this looks foiled. Isn't that a stunner? So pretty. So that is brand new to the shop also. So it's a huge release over at Papertrey Ink. I hope you enjoyed the release. I'll leave Papertrey Ink's shop down below if you guys want to head on over and check it out. So many fun goodies. And I was excited that I got to create all this for you guys so you could see what they can do. Just little snippets of what they can do. The sky is the limit, really. But thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I have 2 more videos that you guys might be interested here. If you guys are new and like the content that you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way for future videos, be notified. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It sure does help the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.